Moderate neurography of the radial nerve. In the motor neurography of the radial nerve and following this examination method, the different or active recording electrode is positioned above the venter of the abductor pollicis longus muscle. Examining the motor neurography of the radial nerve is more difficult than the neurography of the median or ulnar nerve due to the course of the nerve. The exact electrode position is determined by the maximal splaying out of the thumb. The indifferent or reference electrode is attached to the tendon of the muscle. The ground electrode is mounted to the right, proximally from the recording electrodes. Initially, the distal stimulation of the radial nerve takes place on the lateral antecubital fossa, medially to the brachioradialis. In this instance, you might have to search for a while longer, as the nerve is located below the muscle. Frequently, a strong pushing on the nerves and the prolongation of the stimulus impulse to 500 microseconds may help matters. After a supramaximal stimulated potential is recorded, you must not forget to mark the stimulation point. The proximal stimulation of the radial nerve takes place at the lateral side of the middle of the upper arm. This stimulation should not cause any difficulties due to its easy-to-reach course of the nerve inside the radial sulcus. The radial nerve can be stimulated axillary in the ulterior axilla ruga. It may be necessary to correct the distal motor latency marker manually if the automatic marker was positioned incorrectly as a consequence of an increased stimulus artifact. The nerve conduction velocity is calculated by measuring the stimulation distances between the distal and proximal stimulation and entering the results in the table. In regard to the evaluation of the distal motor latency, the distance between distal stimulation and the reference electrode is also important.